What is up? Welcome to my video, basically about my synths and why do I have it like that, as well as my setup that I use on my iPad and stuff. Yeah. So as if you don't know, I don't play claw, I don't play gyro. I'm just a pure thumbs player, and I enjoy playing thumbs because it's something easy to use and something I can get acquainted to and something that I'm comfortable with. Now, I'm not saying you should use my setup or use my settings that I have. Just find something that feels for you, and that's what basically my settings are, and my control setup, because everything is just about a feel for me. And if something's not feeling right, I'll just change it real quick, and I'll see what next I can do with it to improve it. Alright, let's go into it. So first, we're going to my settings, my sensitivity. So my sensitivity is actually not that hard to fiddle with. So basically I go to default high, and then from there I'm going to tweak a few things, just a few things. I'm going to tweak my camera, my third person camera, the free look, up to 130. So the free look basically is this button right here. This is the free look, where you can look all around you in FPP mode. In TPP it's like a 360-degree view, but in FPP it's more of like side to side. So I have that up to 130 on the camera. Alright, going to the next one. I have my third person camera set on 130. No, sorry, not 130, 140. Just a bit. Now this one is for this one right here, when you're hip firing. So hip firing is when I go like this and I shoot him like this. Up to 140. So that if I'm hip firing a guy, I see him, he's like right here, and click onto him. Alright. Next thing we have is ADS sensitivity. Now this ADS sensitivity is when you're aiming down the sight with either a 6, a 4, a 3, or a 3 or a 2. Right, so I have different sensitivities for different scopes. So for my red dot, I'll boost that up to 80. Because personally, when I use the red dot, I use it for up close encounters. So if I see a guy, so like these 3 trees, right, are targets, right? So if I see a guy, I'll be like this. I can easily flick to all 3 of them simultaneously without having to, have like my person just drag slowly across the screen. So it's just like a fast flick. Alright. Same thing will go with the 2x. I like to not have it at 80 because that's just a little bit too fast for me. I like to put it at 60. Well, I don't have the 2x in my inventory right now, but if I did, I would show you that. I would show you the exact same thing. I would have just flick to enemies. Alright, same, but different things with the 3, 6, and also the 4. Now, the 3, 6, and 4, I like to have them all at the same sensitivity. So, like, because with mainly these 3 scopes I have right here, they're for like long distance spraying enemies. So, like, maybe like spraying enemies up to 200 meters away, like that. So, like that guy. Yeah, I'm working a bit. So yeah, so like from this distance, spraying. Same thing with the 4. But I'm gonna change it all to 27, the same as the 3x, because that's what I'm most comfortable with. Alright, so I'll look right here. Yep. And let's show off the 4. That's about it. And then with the 8x, I don't really fool with that one too much. I just bump it to 16. Oh, bump it up to 16 or 18, however I like it, just so that I can have a little bit better chance sniping. Now we're gonna go to my setup or my controls. Now the first thing you have to know is that I don't have it set on the default one. I have it on this one where you can aim. So like if you were to aim, it's not just one designated side of the screen, it's more of like anywhere. So I can use my right thumb to aim and also my left thumb to aim. So in situations where I use my right thumb to aim, I'll be like having my finger on my trackpad and I'll be scoping using the right fire button to shoot. Now having this setup allows me to, as a thumbs player, having this setup allows me to like move and shoot at the same time, which a lot of people say that thumbs players can't do, but I can actually do it. So here's an example. So here I can reload after, and also I can and so yeah, it's pretty cool. And I can also move it around however I want to, so I can go there. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. Now also an advantage of this is if I'm stationary and I just see a target, say this windmill right here, I can just stand still and then I can aim with the right hand, my right thumb, and I can shoot the left fire button. And that's when I'm stationary. Alright. So let's get into it. Customize. So this one, it's a really messy one. There's a lot of things that are overlapping each other. So generally I like to have, well, we're going to start on the left side. So I have the button, my movement button set up to be really big because I have big hands. I don't want to miss it. And I have the peek button above it so that I'm able to like peek simultaneously and quickly as well. So as opposed to having my peek buttons like say up here, it would be really hard for me to just like if I have my peek buttons like above the fire button, it would be much harder because then I have to go up, peek, then shoot. So it's best to have them right here so I'm close. So if I see a guy coming around the corner, I can lean shoot him pretty quickly. Secondly, I have my backpack in the bottom left so I can access it really quickly and just get some stuff out of my inventory as I want to. Healing is something I like too. So I have that really close to me, so if I need to pop up a heal real quick, just do it right there. I have my scope adjustment button. Oh, wait, let's reset it. No, that's okay, it's fine right there. That's my cancel button to like cancel a heal or a grenade, so I can just get up and shoot an enemy or prioritize play zone over that. And then I have my scope button right here where I adjust the I'll adjust the zoom on my scope. Secondly, I have my two weapons here because on an iPad it's harder to reach over when the weapons are here because it means I was using both hands, but I have one designated thumb on each side. And okay, and then coming with the revive button, I have it really close to my fire button because there were moments in matches that my revive button would be in the middle and I would just miss it and my teammate would just die off. So I don't want to ever have that to happen again. And yeah, that's about it for that. And I have the reload button next to my fire button, so I'm able to shoot and reload quickly as fast as I can. Same thing with the crouch, because I'll sometimes crouch shoot immediately. And then I got the prone button in the middle, so if ever running and I hear some shots and I can't really do anything, I'll just quickly go prone in the grass. And then jump on the right hand of the button, so I can just be more mobile. And then this button is right close to my fire button, so I can immediately let me just don't save. So immediately when I see an enemy, I can just shoot immediately. It's almost like simultaneous. And it's almost instant like a call. Because I gotta work on my scoping out. So yeah. Go back in the controls. This is the pickup button, so I can pick up everything with my right thumb. Same thing when I'm looking at inventory. Free look, grenades, switching scopes, exiting a vehicle, voice chat, yeah. And the buttons for driving and opening the doors are like right here. So yep, that's basically my setup. And now I'm just gonna give like a few what's it called, tips and tricks for thumbs players. The first tip I'll give you is that your thing should be into a place where it's really accessible and you can access the buttons really easily. Like me, I have like most of my buttons are below the at the bottom half of my screen, so it means that I can get the buttons quickly, blow up player or paw up player. Secondly, I would advise you to learn this trick I learned since like season 1. I've been trying to improve it. It's basically a technique where you just use the right analog fire button to just to just shoot. So if you go in like this into fist mode and you put your hand on it, right, and if you were to move your finger around, you can aim where you're punching. But it's not the same thing for the left side though. If I try to do it on the left side, it's not going to work. So that's why I'm able to shoot and move at the same time. Secondly, you know what other people do. So find the sensitivity that fits you, find the setup that fits you, and all the other stuff. And then thirdly, for thumb player, just practice a lot, because if you look at players like Coffin, I would say Coffin. I wouldn't include Rolex, because I thought Rolex is pretty good for a thumb player, but he's not as fast as Coffin with his thumb movement and stuff. Coffin's thumb is insanely quick. Like if you watch him on one of his hands, it's pretty quick. And that gyro helps him out a really lot. And he all does it with just one fire button on the left, on the right. I don't know how he does it, but it's pretty amazing what he does. And that's gonna conclude for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.